Video Sports and the TSSAA present the 1991 Girls State Basketball Championships. I'm Steve Lusk along with Billy Ringgold. Welcome to Murphy Center on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University for the Class AA State Championship game between the South Greene Lady Rebels and the Unicoi County Blue Devils. Billy, two fine teams who know each other very well.
Very true. Their sixth meeting, and for this game is by far the most important. Unicoi leads the series, if you will, 3-2.
What are some of the things we want to watch for in today's game?
Well, both teams play good defense and they rebound well. Individually, Unicoi County is led by Tennessee Tech signee Amy Engel. South Greene has a lot of balance. Susan Starnes, Jody Reeves, and Amy Bible are all averaging double figures in the tournament.
In this game, the officials will be referee David Laws, umpire Gary Maxwell, and Carl Herring. The standby official for this game is Don Payne, and they've earned their way here. Let's go down to the floor for Carl Gillespie, the public address announcer, will give us the starting lineups for today's game.
So we've got a battle of number 4 and number 5 here today. Unicoi County finished number 5 in the final poll. South Greene number 4.
The last time these two teams met, South Greene raced to a 20-4 lead before Unicoi County came back and took their only lead of the game with the last shot that beat South Greene at the buzzer. So this has been an intense, it's a district rival, it's a region rival. And finally, the bragging rights are going to be decided here, as these two teams are the two best in the state, at least for 1991.
Well, this game could have been moved up to District 1, and everybody would have been there.
There's the tip, and we're going to, let's see, violation there. Actually, on the tip for Unicoi, Chastity Edwards caught the ball after it was tipped, and of course, she can't touch it until another player does. And so, on the turnover, it will go over to South Greene. Unicoi opens in a zone defense, and they're trying to pack it in the middle. There's Starnes, the sophomore, who comes out high and catches the ball, but she works it back to Bible. In the semifinal game, Bible got in a little foul trouble, and when she came off the bench late in the game, she really gave this team a lift. And it's good to see Dawn Smelser getting off the mark there, because outside shooting for South Greene is going to be a key.
South Greene opens up in a man-to-man. And defense is one of their strong points. They've got a very quick team, and they play a real good, hard defense.
Shot is put up there. I believe it was partially blocked, but in trying to save it in, Tanya White was not able to do so and stepped on the end line, so it'll go over to South Greene, who lead 2-0 with almost a minute gone in this championship game.
Steve, what kind of impact will the game last night between South Greene and Livingston have on the South Greene team?
Randy Redmond hits that shot. In answer to that question, Bill, it seems like South Greene's come out with the same kind of intensity that they had last night. It could go either way. What carried over in the defeat of the emotional win, I might say, of Livingston Academy could be that they're sort of drained emotionally and physically. So far, they seem to really be on their game, and they seem to be intense. Chastity Edwards, the big post player for Unicoi County, hits the turnaround jumper on the baseline, and it's 4-2 in the early going here. Unicoi is extending their pressure. Looks like a 2-2-1 zone press. Maybe a 1-2-1-1. Anyway, a little bit of a zone press, and South Greene patiently works it into the front court. There's Bible dribbling through. Inside to Jody Reeves, and as she took it up, I believe a wing player reached in for the foul. Let's see who it's called on. It was on White.
Steve, you mentioned a minute ago the word patience, and I think that's a good description of both these teams. They're very, very patient. They've got a lot of good leadership, a lot of experience in this team.
Reeves hits the free throw. 5-2 in the early going.
Jody Reeves has had a good tournament. She scored 16 and 10 respectively in the first two games for a 13-point average.
She missed that second one. Coming down with the rebound was Amy Engel. Good man-to-man pressure defense there by South Greene.
A lot of help there.
They're going to pay extra special attention to Amy Engel. She's a real gunner.
Well, we saw in the semifinal game that Gibson County eventually went to boxing one to slow her down.
That was Joy Ingram with the three-pointer, and we're tied at 5.
That's going to be a big bonus for Unicoi County if they can get some points from somebody other than Amy Engel.
There's the pass into the post to Reeves, and good pressure from Edwards, but Starnes is there to pick up the loose ball, and she puts it in. 7-5, South Greene.
Susan's had an excellent tournament also. Just a sophomore.
There's White, dribbles it all the way through on the baseline, now sets up for the shot. It's no good. And the rebound comes off to Jennifer Bailey.
Both these teams know each other so well, as we pointed out in our introduction. This is their 6th meeting. The first 2 meetings were lopsided victories by each team, but the last 3 have been very close, very well-played games.
There's Starnes with the rebound on the outlet pass to Redmond, who hurries into the front court, takes it all the way down, now stops. There's Bible at three-point range.
Nice
Good pass into the post to Starnes.
Dawn Smelser really set the play up with her kind of hook-like pass into the post area.
She drew the defense over with the dribble move and then passed it into Starnes, who had come across into the lane area. Starnes hit the little jumper. There's Ingram, who hit a three just a moment ago.
Fantastic crowd here tonight to watch the state championship game. Both schools are well represented.
Two-pointer. Tanya White just put her foot on the line. 9-7. South Greene leads Unicoi County. That time, the zone press collapsed on Amy Bible, and she had trouble controlling the ball, picked it up, and was charged with a travel. We're halfway through the first quarter. 3:57 to go. South Greene leads 9-7. Good post defense by Starnes that time, and Bible helped out and came up with a loose ball. Redmond now with it on the left hand, puts it up, no good. As you mentioned, Bill, these teams have played each other 5 times, and so You would expect them to know that Redmond is strong to her left hand, being a left-handed player, and she was able to drive all the way to the basket that time, and they picked up the ball after the foul on the rebound. On the inbounds pass, Reeves hits the little jumper in the lane, and South Greene leads 11-7. Engel passes it out for a three, and there's Joy Ingram. Engel to Ingram.
That's her second three-pointer of this first quarter, and both teams have come out shooting the ball extremely well.
They're sharp.
That's what you hope for in a championship game. You want both teams to play their best ball, and the best team will win.
Bible with about an 18-footer. Battle for the board. Coming out of there with it. Real struggle for the rebound. Both Chastity Edwards and Susan Starnes, two tall post players, were going for that rebound. It went out of bounds. It was off of Edwards. Into the paint. Shot's no good. There's Jody Reeves with it back up, and it does not go.
Nice flash in the middle there by Susan Starnes. She missed the first shot, but Jody Reeves was able to get the rebound. It was a real good move by Susan to get into the lane and get that little 4 or 5 foot shot.
Joy Ingram picked up the foul. 11-10, 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Jody Reeves is junior at the line. She hits that first free throw, making it 12-10. The second was a little bit long and off the mark. Coming out of there with it is Jennifer Bailey. Bailey dogged in the backcourt by Brandy Redmond, and finally the foul is called. South Greene fans don't like it. Unicoi County, on the other hand, roars its approval. Unicoi County inbounds the ball. There's Ingram. She's hit 2 threes already. Engel spins on the baseline, pump fake. Good defense by Jody Reeves. Could have been a double dribble.
Good job taking the baseline though.
Redmond out of there with it, using both hands off the dribble. There's Smelser. Avoided Engel and took it up for the score, 14-10.
Brandy Redmond did a real good job that time running the floor with her head up, looking for the wings, looking to dish off for an easier shot.
And of course Redmond filled the lane in a fine way. Not Redmond, but rather Smelser filled the lane in a fine way and was able to make the bucket after the little move.
See, that foul was on Jody Reeves. That was the second team foul of the quarter.
That could be a factor. South Greene has proven that they can go about 4 or 5 players deep on the bench. We'll just wait and see what happens there. Jody Reeves, I'm sure, wouldn't want to pick up her third foul early.
Well, last night they used 4 players, as you mentioned, off the bench, 5'9", 5'10", 5'11", 5'11". So they have some size on that bench, and they did a real good job last night.
There's a double dribble call. Good pressure out there by South Greene. They love to play that man-to-man pressure defense. Being very patient against this zone. Smelser takes it down the baseline, thinks better of it, and pulls it back out.
Joy Ingram did a good job cutting the baseline off.
There's a flash in the lane. Jody Reeves puts it up, bank shot, no good. She went down. I believe she's hurt. Training staff of Help South is providing the trainers for the TSSAA Girls State Basketball Tournament. And they're right there immediately giving attention to Jody Reeves and looking at her right leg, I believe.
That's correct. Around the ankle, it looks like. Jody's a 5'11" junior. She's had an excellent tournament. We hope this isn't serious. She's obviously in some pain.
Coach Larry Ricker, South Greene, showing his concern. It looks like they're going to take her into a locker room area or a training area away from the bench. We might ought to mark 1 minute, 4 seconds to go in the first quarter. Remains to be seen whether that will be a key injury in the basketball game.
Well, we had just mentioned the bench of South Greene, and obviously we're going to see now how they respond. Marcy Davis comes into the game. She's a 5'10" senior post player, and again, she did a very good job last night in the semifinals. And South Greene changes their defense, Steve, after that injury. They go to a zone with some matchup principles.
Looks like they're going to box and one with the chaser on Amy Engel. She's got position for the rebound, but able to come out of there with it was Smelser. There's Marcy Davis now streaking up court. Good pass from Davis, who had just come into the game, to the sophomore Starnes, and she makes the bucket. We're inside of a minute, 34 seconds to go. 16-10, South Greene has taken the early advantage.
Instead, you called the defense right. They are playing a box and one. Right now, Brandy Redmond has the inevitable assignment of guarding Amy Engel.
That's an interesting philosophy. Amy is a rather tall player, about 5'10", 5'11" at least, and Redmond is very small, 5'4". That time, Engel was able to pop out and shoot over Redmond. She's going to have to get help at the buzzer. South Greene takes a 16-12 lead at the first quarter break.
One of the things there that I thought was interesting was, just as you mentioned, the height advantage that Amy Engel had on the defensive scheme there. She was able to take advantage of it and score the bucket. That is her first bucket of the game. That's good news for South Greene that they were able to limit her, but the good news for Unicoi County is they've got a lot of support from Joy Ingram in particular, who had 2 3-point field goals in that first quarter. She had 6 points in the first quarter, so that's got to be a relief for Unicoi County to see somebody else take on part of the scoring load.
What does Coach Glenn Fisher have to tell his Lady Devils to do in order to get back in this game? They're really not out of it. It's just a 4-point lead early in the game, but to find some way to solve the inside play of South Greene.
Well, the balance of South Greene makes it so difficult to pick out any one player to stop. Right now, South Greene has got 4 players who have scored. I think right now his concern is with them, with Unicoi County. If they do the things that they can do well, then I feel like he feels like everything will fall into place. They got to find a way to get Amy Engel involved in the offense and get her points. She has had an excellent tournament. She scored 52 points in the tournament for a 26 point per game average. So if they can get her going, they're going to be in good shape.
They're looking for her. There's a long shot once again from Joy Ingram. She pulls Unicoi County within one, 16-15 with the 3-pointer. She's had, I believe that's her third in the basketball game. Unicoi is still playing a zone-type defense, but they're almost matching up out of it. There's a pass in the post to Marcy Davis, and her shot's off no good. And there's a whistle and a foul. I believe it's going to be on Starnes. Unicoi County has a chance to take a lead here with 7:19 to go in the first half of action. They trail 16-15, but they have the ball. Coming into the front court is Tanya White with it.
So we pointed out that both teams were shooting the ball well. In the first quarter, Unicoi County was 5 of 10 for 50%. South Greene was 7 of 12 for around 57%. So both coaches have to be pleased with the way they've come out shooting the ball.
That time they were able to, Unicoi County was able to get the ball on the post to Amy Engel. She missed the shot under defensive duress, and when she tried for the rebound, she went over the back. Picked up the personal foul. It is her first. I believe South Greene will be in the 1-and-1 for the rest of the half. We're at the 7-minute mark. Starnes takes it all the way up. Smelser with the jump shot, no good. One of the smaller players on the court, Brandy Redmond, came up with a rebound, but as she went up to shoot, the ball was knocked free, and Unicoi County comes out of there with it. These are the kind of teams that take opportunities to run when they get them, but they don't necessarily force the tempo. force the action, they will set it up and run their offense. There's Engel under pressure. I think that may have been a pass. I don't know if it was a pass or a shot. Anyway, Chastity Edwards came up with the ball, and she scored with it. 17-16, Unicoi County has taken a lead. South Greene runs. Marcy Davis took it up strong, and she was fouled, I believe, by Chastity Edwards. It is on Chastity Edwards, and it is her second. 6 minutes, 23 seconds. Marcy Davis, the senior post, is trying to give South Greene another lead in this ball game. First shot is no good. Hit the front of the rim and bounced away.
The foul situation on Unicoi County's post players is going to be critical. They do start a big lineup with their starters, 6'1", 5'11", and 6 foot. But when they go to the bench, their first two substitutes are 5'6" and 5'6", so they don't have the luxury of having the big post players in their depth.
Davis was able to hit that second free throw, and so we're all tied up at 17. Unicoi County being very patient against this South Greene box and one. Starnes comes away with the rebound off the miss. Bible hurries into the front court. Tanya White does a good job in getting back to cut her off. Looking for something off the post. There's Marcy Davis, doesn't force it. Bible backs out of there with it. Set it up low. There's Davis, drives down the lane, left side, no good. Rebound is off to Engel. Heavy pressure, tries to dribble out of it, and she draws the foul from Marcy Davis.
Steve, that is the fourth foul on South Greene, so now Unicoi County will be in the 1-1.
Coming into the game for Marcy Davis is her freshman sister, Jennifer Davis, who is a 5'11" post. Jennifer also has a twin sister, Jeanette Davis, who was actually the first player off the bench last night for South Greene. She's a 5'11" wing. So depending on the situation, they substitute with either of the Davis girls. Long three-pointer by Ingram, who's hit three, but it's off no good, and White runs down the rebound and gets it to Engel. 5-minute mark. Still tied at 17. There's the pass to Engel on the baseline. That's what they want to work for. Engel puts it up, no good. On the rebound, let's see, it could be Chastity Edwards with her third foul. It is Chastity Edwards. It is her third foul. And so she'll have to take a rest with 4 minutes and 55 seconds. And just like the loss of Jody Reeves is key for South Greene, we haven't heard anything from her yet after the injury. Surely the foul trouble for Chastity Edwards will be key for Unicoi County. Smelser, the junior wing, hits the first free throw. They lead 18-17, South Greene. Angie Wilcox, a 6-foot freshman, comes into the game for Unicoi County in place of Chastity Edwards. Smelser hit the second free throw, and South Greene now leads 19-17 with 4 minutes and 44 seconds to go in this second period. Really impressed with the play of the young post players in the game. The freshman Wilcox, she hit that free throw line jumper for Unicoi County, giving them a tie, 19-all. Starnes is a sophomore for South Greene, and now Jennifer Davis, a freshman, is in the game for South Greene. There's Smelser with the baseline jumper, no good. Jennifer Davis off of the rebound, no good. And Wilcox clears the board. She was trapped by Smelser, but Smelser reached in for the foul. They'll be shooting 1-1. Angie Wilcox goes to the line for Unicoi County. And in this nip and tuck affair, she'll be bidding to give Unicoi County a lead once again at the 4:09 mark. Good looking shot rattled in by Wilcox.
And you mentioned she's a freshman. She's going to make these Unicoi County fans happy for 3 more years.
Second shot is also good, and they lead by 2, 21-19. About halfway through the second period of action. There's the pass to Redmond and over to Schmelzer. Shot's good. Looks like Joy Ingram's picked up the foul, and the bucket will probably go. Bucket is good. Ingram does pick up the foul. Going to the line to shoot one free throw. Trying to break this 21-all tie is Dawn Schmelzer.
Credit Jennifer Davis that time on the bounce pass across the lane to set up Dawn for the layup.
And that pass was set up by Brandy Redmond, who handled the break well. There's Davis battling on the boards, looking for the ball. Went out off of Amy Engel, I believe. That's the call, at least. The Unicoi County fans and bench don't really like it, but that's the call that will stand. So South Greene will get the ball back and having a chance for 2 more in this possession. Left-handed shot put up by Redmond, no good. There's Jennifer Davis on the post, no good. And Engel comes down with the rebound, dribbles out of there with her left hand, breaking the trap. Bounce pass with her left hand. Engel is a smooth player, shoots the long jumper, no good. Jennifer Davis, they've got a 2-on-none. Now coming in is Joy Ingram, but taking it all the way home was Amy Bible for South Greene.
Excellent outlet pass that time by Jennifer Davis. After she got the rebound, she immediately looked up court, found Amy Bible, and was able to take it in all the way for the layup.
Just amazing to me that these young players can play with this level of intensity and quality. There's Ingram at three-point range. Her shot hits the back of the iron and bounces high over the backboard. It'll be out of bounds against Unicoi County. South Greene will get the basketball with 2 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the first half. They lead 23-21 in the 1991 Class AA Girls State Championship game. One of these teams will go home as the champion, the other as the runner-up. Starnes from the post, no good. They've missed about 3 or 4 shots in a row from a low post position that could have gone, and sometimes those things the opportunities that you miss early come back to haunt you later.
Well, that could be an example, too, of missing Jody Reeves. Jody's had a very good tournament. She's got a couple of years of experience in some of these girls, and I'm not saying she would hit that shot, but maybe more than likely she would have.
The foul was on Schmelzer on the rebound after the miss by Starnes. I believe that's Schmelzer's second foul, and certainly they don't want to get her in foul trouble after having lost Jody Reeves already. Hitting both of the free throws is that freshman, Angie Wilcox. She's 4 of 4 from the line since she's come in the game to replace the foul-plagued Chastity Edwards, who's a senior. Good move.
Angie's giving them a nice lift in the second quarter, scoring 6 points.
Schmelzer had a great little stutter step fake there and then drifted to her left and hit the jumper. Great pass into the front court by Amy Engel. Ingram takes it all the way down, and she was blocked on the play. As she penetrated into the paint, she was looking to dish off. Nothing really came free, and she kind of got caught up there. Trying to draw the charge was Amy Bible. Ingram threw the shot up a little bit off balance, and Bible was just not quite able to get there in time. Ingram hits the free throw, pulling Unicoi County to within 1 at 25-24. She misses the second. There's Starnes down with the rebound. South Greene looking to extend their lead to 3 or more. Schmelzer inside, good pass, good catch from Starnes. Shot rims out, no good, and away with the rebound is Angie Wilcox.
And they're continuing to have some of the bad luck you mentioned with some shots rimming out.
Nearly a steal out there by Redmond. There's Ingram. Wanted to take the 3. It wasn't quite there. Amy Engel. Good post move in there. Some of the South Greene fans on that end wanted walking, but Engel kept that pivot foot still and took that good step through. Made the shot to give her team a 26-25 lead. Going for the steal is Joy Ingram. And that ball went off of Dawn Smelser. Good hustle that time by Ingram.
Good anticipation here on the wing to step out in the passing lane and cause the turnover.
One minute and 23 seconds. It's been a tight game here in the first half.
Well, that's what we expected. These two teams know each other well, and they played each other close 3 of the 5 times. And in this situation, we expected both teams to play their best.
There's Wilcox with a 16-footer that was no good. And on the play, coming up to foul for Unicoi County was Julie Johnson, who had come into the game, number 22, a 5'6" sophomore. That is her first personal foul.
Dawn Smelser's at the line, Steve. She has 10 in the game so far.
Make that 11. Smelser hits the second to give South Greene a 1-point lead with 1 minute and 12 seconds to go in the half. Working with the ball very patiently. They may try to hold it for one shot now. We're at the 45-second mark of the second quarter. Now Johnson tries to penetrate, can't. Defensive pressure, and there's the steal by South Greene. Taking it all the way is the freshman Jennifer Davis. And Amy Engel came up with that steal. Coming up with a loose ball was Bailey. So Unicoi County will have a chance perhaps to take the last shot as they hold it with 20 seconds to go. We're at 15, 27, 26. Unicoi County, if they hit the last shot, would go in with a lead. 10 seconds. 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At the buzzer, no good. Brandy Redmond pulls down the rebound. And so at the end of one half in Class AA State Championship action, South Greene leads Unicoi County 27 to 26.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present for your halftime entertainment here in our Class AA game, the Springfield High School cheerleaders of Springfield, Tennessee. Give them a big Murphy Center TSSAA welcome.
Yo, give me something to dance to.
As we begin the second half, or get ready to begin the second half, we note that South Greene leads Unicoi County 27-26. It's been a nip and tuck battle. It's fitting that these two teams have met 5 times. This one, if South Greene could win it, would even the score at 3-3. But obviously, by far, as important as their other meetings have been, this is the one that will be remembered in the minds of most of the fans throughout District 1, as well as throughout the state of Tennessee for 1991.
In the first half, South Greene was paced by Don Smelser. Don had 12 points. Susan Starnes had 6. All 6 of Susan's points were in the first quarter. For Unicoi County, Joy Ingram had 10 points. 9 of those came on three-point shots that she hit. Angie Wilcox had 6 points all in the second quarter. Both teams shoot around 41% for the half. Statistics are pretty even, as is the score. One thing to point out is that Amy Engel, who's been averaging 26 points a game in the state tournament, was held to 4 in the first half. Another key factor is that Jody Reeves went out of the game with 1 minute and 4 seconds to go in the first quarter, and she has not returned to the game. In fact, Steve, I believe that you saw her coming in still limping on that leg.
Right, actually she came in on crutches, and she's seated at the end of the South Greene bench with her leg propped up, and looks like her night is over. We hate that for her and for South Greene, but they've done well without her, and now the outlet pass is to Bible, who takes it all the way down and scores. That's the first bucket of the second half. Don't know if that's an omen there or whatever, but South Greene scores first and leads 29-26 with 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go.
We've talked on a couple occasions about the depth of South Greene at the post, and now with obviously Jody Reeves not returning to the game, that's going to become a big, big factor.
Unicoi County has pulled to within 1, 29-28.
The basketball was by Chastity Edwards.
There's Jennifer Davis, the freshman who's in the game. Penetrating shot by Smelser that is off, no good. Coming out of there with it is Amy Engel. And while Amy has not contributed offensively, she's done a good job on the boards and played good post defense.
I haven't done, nobody gave me one.
Three-pointer
How quick can you get it fell out?
by Bailey. Unicoi County takes the lead. We're at 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. 31-29, Unicoi County. Coming into the game is Marcy Davis. Leaving is her sister Jennifer Davis. Senior replaces the freshman.
Unicoi County has shot the three-point shot extremely well here in the early going of this game. They're now 4 of 7. And that's exceptional accuracy from the three-point line.
There's Smelser. Her shot is off no good, and coming out of there with it again is Amy Engel for the rebound. There's Bailey set for the three. It's good. Her second 3 in a row. 34-29, one of the biggest leads of the game, and South Greene wants a timeout. Unicoi County leads 34-29 with 5 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the third period.
Well, the three-point shooting continues for Unicoi County. South Greene now has got to do something to stop the three-point shooting, and that involves getting out right now in Jennifer Bailey's face. They can't continue to let her to get set and shoot that shot. She's shown her in the first 2 minutes and 15 seconds of this quarter that she can hit that shot.
Looks like Coach Larry Ricker is, in his own way, emphasizing to his South Greene Lady Rebels that they're going to have to tighten things up a notch or two. And they've shown that they can respond to the situation of the game.
You only have to go back about 24 hours when they were down by 15 with about 10 minutes to go in the game with Livingston Academy, the #1 ranked team in the state, defending state champs, and they responded quite well. So it'd be a mistake by Unicoi County to count South Greene out of this ball game.
Most folks didn't expect South Greene to be here, actually, Bill. Livingston Academy had that 55-game winning streak and had been highly rated as high as 4th in the nation even by USA Today. And South Greene, though they fell pretty far behind, was able to come back and pick up the 10-point win. South Greene now comes into the front court with Bible. It's a zone defense, I believe, matchup zone. Amy Engel with the good defensive pressure almost made the steal, but she stepped on the end line. Let's see exactly how they align that defense. It looks like a 2-3 zone, but they're really matching up well out of it. They're running through with the cutters even occasionally.
One reason they may have gone into the zone, Steve, was with the foul trouble of Chastity Edwards. We pointed out in the first half that she got 3.
They're really staying with Starnes, with Engel. In fact, I don't know. It almost doesn't look like a zone. It's very difficult to determine what kind of defense that is. Whatever, it's been effective. And a little bit of a wild shot thrown up there by Marcy Davis, and coming out of there with it is Unicoi County.
Set up
for
for
the 3. Joy Ingram, 37-29. 9 straight points by Unicoi County off the 3s. And that's impressive. They pick up the defensive pressure, and just a little bit too intense with the defensive pressure that time was Tanya White, the 5'4" senior guard. That's a matchup of 2 very good, quick point guards, Amy Bible and Tanya White.
Unicoi County has done a great job on shutting down the things that South Greene likes to do, primarily score from the post. A steal there by Joy Ingram.
There's another steal by Brandy Redmond all the way down, and she scores off the left hand. 37-31, 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Shot put up by Engel, no good. Coming away with that rebound for South Greene is Michelle Stills. She's a 5'8" junior post who's making her first appearance of the night. South Greene being very patient.
Unicoi County definitely is in a man at this point in the game.
Good help side defense. Able to put it up and in is Starnes, 37-33. Coach Ricker wants that defensive pressure. Good pressure, and there's a steal by Redmond. Redmond has really sparked this little comeback here. Smelser with the short jumper, no good. Starnes keeps it alive. Redmond puts it up, and blocking that shot that time was Chastity Edwards.
She did a good job not picking up her 4th foul. Went straight up and got the block. Nice.
Good pass.
Nice pass.
Almost a no-look pass there from Amy Engel into the post, but not able to make the shot there. And so South Greene comes back the other way. On that last possession for South Greene, Redmond took it in there among the tall timber, and she just wasn't quite able to come up with a shot of any kind. As they tried to pass it into the post, Amy Engel did a good job with the defensive pressure. And it looks like Unicoi County wants to take timeout. Coach Glenn Fisher and his Lady Devils take a break with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the 3rd period. Unicoi County leading 37-33.
Unicoi County had got out to the 8-point lead, and now South Greene's been able to cut into it a little bit, and Unicoi County maybe lost a little bit of intensity between the timeout and coming back to the floor for play. One thing that I noticed that the 3-point shots that they've been able to hit, that Unicoi County's been able to hit, has done a good thing besides score 3 points for Unicoi County. It's given Amy Engel a chance to run around a little bit more. And a moment ago, she got possibly her best opportunity to score in a while when she was just a couple of feet outside the lane. Those type situations have not been around for her a lot tonight. She's had to struggle to get the ball in scoring position. So by being able to hit the 3-point shot, it's going to free her up a little bit more, and look for her to be more of a factor in the offense.
let's give her some credit. I'm sure if she could have the choice between scoring a bushel of points and winning the state championship, she'd rather win, and so she's doing all she can to help her teammates win, and that's what they're doing right now, 37-33. A long way to go yet, 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Engle gets the ball in. She's content to let the offense come to her, as they sometimes say.
Well, in the semifinals, she was pretty much the show, but tonight they've used all aspects of their team, and it's paying off right now with a 4-point lead.
A lot of pressure defense by Brandy Redmond, and she's finally called with the foul against Tanya White. Engle, good steal by Bible. No, wait. Bible picks up the foul. She did steal, but she had to reach in to do so.
South Greene is really turning it up a notch here.
Pass goes in, and all the way across the court trying to run it down is Tanya White. She does so. Frees the ball up to Jennifer Bailey, who races past the timeline. Over in the corner, there's Ingram. She's set up for the three. She misses that one. Ingle puts it back in. 39-33. Unicoi County leads by 6. Just when you wonder where Ingle's been, she comes up with an offensive rebound there and put back.
Well, there's an example of the three-point shot spreading the floor where she has more room to work.
On the post there, Chastity Edwards rejects the shot of Michelle Stills. It's her second rejection of this quarter. Unicoi County looking to lengthen their 6-point lead. There's Ingle. Good defense in there by Starnes, and the shot's off no good. Here comes Smelser back the other way. All the way down. I believe she charged. Amy Ingle had defensive position. Smelser was just a little bit out of control there and charged into Ingle.
That was a big foul. That's Dawn's third. It's very important she stay in this game. She's got 12 points to lead the Lady Rebels.
Penetration move by Joy Ingram. She's hit a couple of threes. She tried to take it in the middle that time and was not able to make the bucket. Brandy Redmond leading the break. There's Smelser, misses the shot, battle for the rebound, and Chastity Edwards comes out of there with it and clears it to Amy Ingle. Backcourt trap there, but able to get it across the timeline and over to Jennifer White now. Jennifer Bailey, I'm sorry. Pass in the post, knocked away, back to Ingle. Fadeaway jumper, no good. The official has called the foul on the floor before the shot. Really a remarkable shot that time by Ingle, fading away, off balance. Got the roll, but the foul did occur on the floor, so the bucket does not count. 51.8 seconds left to go in the third period. Unicoi County leads by 6. Inbounding the ball to Bailey. Could go back to Ingle. There it is. She shoots the three. And it's no good. On the backside in the battle for the rebound, Tanya White, I believe.
Steve, right now they're checking on who the foul was on the last play on South Greene. The number 10 was given, but South Greene does not have a 10 in the game.
They'll get it sorted out here with the official scorer. Also will probably confer with the standby official.
I really don't know who the foul was on, Steve. I don't know.
There was a controversy about whether or not the shot was made by Ingle. And in that, watching the ball, I didn't pick up.
Okay, now they've corrected it. Amy Bible was charged with a foul just a moment ago. That was her third. And then Tanya White subsequently fouled for Unicoi County. That was her third.
Coming into the game for Unicoi County will be number 22, who is Julie Johnson. Now the officials are explaining to both benches what the situation is. About to get the thing situated here. Now we're ready for action. 47.5 seconds to go. 39-33. South Greene would really give themselves a boost if they were able to hit a shot here at the end of the period. Into the game for South Greene is Paula Kilday. She's a 5'9" sophomore wing, and also Jennifer Davis, the freshman post, and there's the shot from Jennifer, and it's good. Pressure by Brandy Redmond. Trying to get it up is Julie Johnson. Ball is stolen by Bible. 25 seconds. They've got plenty of time to work for a shot. 39-35. Bible takes it all the way down, tries to pass it into the post, and it was kicked out of bounds by Amy Engel, I believe. Battle between two Upper East Tennessee AA powers looks like it's going to go all the way down to the wire here. 18.7 seconds. Unicoi County leads 39-35 here in the third period. Amy Bible was shaken up just a little bit here, and the officials are giving her just a moment to make sure she has caught her breath and she's all right. 15 seconds. We're at 10. They're looking for something on the post. There's the flash by Jennifer Davis, who moves off the post. The bank shot's no good. Off with the rebound. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. There's a long shot by Julie Johnson, and it's no good at the end of the third quarter. Unicoi County leads 39-35. Bill, 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes to go. One of these two teams will come away with the trophy that's got the big gold ball on it.
Well, both these teams are excited to be here, I'm sure, and they didn't come here to finish second. They want the trophy that has the first place on it. And a lot of time left, 8 minutes to go with a 4-point advantage right now for Unicoi County. And, of course, we know that's not safe. This game's got a lot more action ahead of it.
South Greene and Coach Larry Ricker will be seeking their third state title. They won in 87 and 88 back-to-back, and they were the runner-ups in 86, I'm sorry. Unicoi County will apparently be seeking their first state title. They want to take it back to Irwin.
A great crowd here tonight enjoying this action. We've pointed out that both these schools have great support.
They've been well represented, and while the fans have been vocal, they have certainly not overstepped their bounds in any way. And so they're ready for this last quarter of action.
I believe the key to this point, Steve, is the ability of Unicoi County to shoot and make the three-point shot. For the game, they have made 6 three-pointers, and that's been a big lift, particularly in the absence of Amy Engel's normal scoring output.
Trap there. Whistle. Good job there by Amy Bible and Brandy Redmond. They came up and trapped on Tanya White, and when she fell down and rolled over there a little bit, she was whistled for the traveling violation. Just starting here in the fourth quarter, South Greene needs to make a run. Beautiful defense that time. Amy Engel absolutely extended herself as far as she could as the pass went into the post. She was able to flick it away, and coming out of there with it was Jennifer Bailey. And now the pass in the post to Bailey, back out on the wing to Joy Ingram, and they're going to set it up and run it again. South Greene stays in that tight man-to-man defense, and there's Starnes with a good defensive play. Just like Engel had come out and extended herself and made the good defensive play, Starnes does so on the other end, and it leads to a transition basket by Amy Bible to pull South Greene within 2 at 7 minutes and 15 seconds to go. A lot of pressure.
I think the bell rang, Steve. The action has gotten furious here.
Trapped. Amy Engel gets it over to Tanya White. There's the pass to Ingram. She sets up and nails the three. 42-37. How many times has Joy Ingram answered that bell?
Well, that's her fourth three-pointer. We pointed out just right before we started the quarter that they had hit 6 for the game. That's their 7th three-point field goal.
Beautiful rhythm there in the offense. Jennifer Davis popped out, caught the ball in that rhythm, turned and shot it all in one motion, and South Greene pulls back to within 3, 42-39. Tanya White is trapped on the sideline. Ball is free. Chastity Edwards comes up with it, and another trap, and this time Jennifer Davis is whistled for the foul off the trap. That is Davis's first. Coming back into the game is Dawn Smelser, and leaving after doing a good job, especially on the defensive end, is Paula Kilday. Chastity Edwards is at the line. Her free throw is off no good, and Davis comes out of there after Starnes had tipped it away from Engel. Davis takes it all the way down, shoots no good, gets her own rebound, puts it back up on the post. No traveling is called.
Well, I guess you heard that half the crowd didn't think that was a good call.
The other half thought it was the best call they'd ever seen. Anyway, Unicoi County comes forward with it. That's Bailey working on the wing. She's a senior. Chastity Edwards, Amy Engel shoots an air ball, uncharacteristic, and Brandy Redmond comes out of there with it. Whistle and a foul by Tanya White. That is White's fourth foul. Coming back into the game for Unicoi County is Julie Johnson, the sophomore. They lose the experience of White, gain a little bit of size in Julie Johnson.
That could be a key with the ball handling. Tanya White having to go sit down now for a while with her fourth foul. South Greene has turned up the pressure, and it's going to be up to Unicoi County to handle that pressure.
A little bit of debris, or perhaps just some perspiration on the floor from that collision that took place there at midcourt. Certainly, we wouldn't want any debris to be on the court. Both teams are endangered when such as that happens. The officials keep things under control. 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Good defensive pressure there. Double dribble. Amy Engel came up with a steal, but then as she turned to go up court, she double dribbled, and Unicoi County will turn it right back over. Starnes will inbound it from the baseline. There's Smelser, almost gets it stolen. Gets it back, looks in the post. Starnes does a good job to meet the pass. Getting her hand on it was Joy Ingram. She got her hand on the pass in the passing lane. Coming out of there with it is Jennifer Bailey. She's trying to be trapped. Cross-court pass to Johnson, who shoots the 15-footer, no good. And Smelser comes out with it. Starnes leads the break. Starnes stops. Shoots good. 42-41. 5 minutes, 8 seconds left to go. Engel hurries into front court. The Tennessee Tech signee looks all the way across the court and hits Bailey. Now gets it back from Engel, and there's Starnes. We've got a 3-on-1, 3-on-2 fast break. All the way down for Bible. Makes the layup, and they take the lead. 43-42. 4 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the basketball game. 1 point lead for South Greene.
Still, I think Unicoi County wants a timeout now to regroup, and they do take the timeout.
As Jennifer Bailey caught the ball at the top of the key, she turned and called timeout. So Coach Glenn Fisher wants to talk to his Unicoi County Lady Devils from Irwin, Tennessee, to see if he can set up a strategy for the stretch run here. This last 4 minutes and 37 seconds.
Well, nice 7-2 run by South Greene beginning this fourth quarter, the first 3.5 minutes of this fourth quarter, to take the lead. They were down by 4 coming into the quarter, and now they have the 1 point lead.
Interesting, isn't it, Bill, that these two teams have played each other 5 times. It's come all the way down to this. It's been an even series, and now with just about a little more than half of a quarter remaining in the game, they're almost dead even. South Greene leads 43-42.
For South Greene, I believe the key to this fourth quarter has been their pressure. They've been able to take a take the ball away from Unicoi County and convert them into baskets. So it's going to be important for Unicoi County, as we pointed out, to handle the pressure. And coming back into the game, or wanting to come back into the game, is Tanya White. And I think that substitution is for that very reason, to be able to handle the pressure better.
I believe the ball has to be put into play first before she can come in. Good defensive pressure, and there's a steal by Brandy Redmond. No, didn't quite get that one under control. She got out in the passing lane and able to get in there and keep her hand on the ball was Bailey. When she did, she kept it alive, and Redmond couldn't quite control it. So Redmond knocked it out of bounds. A few seconds were able to elapse there. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Good pressure from Bible. There's the pass into the post, and that time Starnes is going to be called for the post foul. Unicoi County is in the 1-and-1. South Greene is not yet in the 1-and-1. They lead 43-42, and that can either be a blessing or a curse down the stretch. If South Greene has the ball and the lead, then Unicoi County wants to try to foul to stop the clock, but if they're not in the 1-and-1, then it doesn't do much good. Amy Engel solidly hits the free throw, so we're tied at 43 all. Second shot, kisses off the front rim and off the glass and in. 44-43, Unicoi County leads. Bible. High post to Jennifer Davis. Jeanette Davis, her twin sister, had come into the game. Tanya White with a lot of pressure from the two guards. White gets it back. Going to be a foul on Jennifer Redmond out here on the court. Reaching in and fouling. In the game now for South Greene, Jennifer and Jeanette Davis, the freshman twins. Coming back into the game is Dawn Smelser, the junior. She comes in for Jeanette Davis. Tanya White will be shooting to give Unicoi County a 2-point lead. It's off, no good. Smelser runs down the rebound in the corner. Brandy Redmond takes it past the line. Looking on the post. Good man-to-man pressure from the Lady Devils. There's the high post pass, and catching it in rhythm. Once again, Jennifer Davis caught it in rhythm, hit the little 12, 14-footer in the lane, and South Greene is back up by 1.
She's been very comfortable with that shot, running their offensive pattern. She's come open and been able to hit that shot for 6 points in the second half.
A lot of pressure there by South Greene in the backcourt, and Unicoi County has to spend a timeout to avoid the turnover.
We've got a back-and-forth game, nip and tuck. It may come down to the free throw line, and we've seen a couple misses already here in the last 4 minutes of this quarter. It's going to be important that both teams take advantage of the free throw line when they're given the opportunity.
South Greene leads 45-44, 3 minutes and 21 seconds to go in this basketball game, assuming that there is no overtime. As close as this game is, wouldn't be too surprising to see an overtime period. Long way to go yet, and a number of things can happen.
In the last minute, Joy Ingram of Unicoi County was able to get a breather, and that may come in to be a key factor in the last few minutes of this game, giving that rest and being fresh for the final. She is leading Unicoi County with 16 points. It's put on quite a show from the three-point line.
In spite of the loss early in the game of Jody Reeves, South Greene should be fresh down the stretch as well, because they've got plenty of players to substitute, and it's quality depth, I might add, as well. Engel now has the ball. You know they want to keep the ball in her hands as much as possible, being in the 1-and-1, to give her an opportunity to draw the fouls.
When you got a player like her in a close game, it's somewhat like an ace in the hole. She is someone you can go to when you got to have the basket.
There's a steal from the freshman Jennifer Davis, and she loses it, but Brandy Redmond picks it up. Long pass down court to Smelser. Hits the shot. South Greene leads 47-44. You mentioned the ace in the hole there, and Amy Engel, and of course she hit the winning shot last night with about 12 seconds to go for Unicoi County that put them in this championship game. And she's going to have to play big down the stretch.
Good pressure.
Engel keeps her cool and gets it into White. White in trouble now in the backcourt. Gets it over to Bailey. Bailey pump fakes and then dribbles across the timeline. There's Engel all the way down the baseline. Did she charge? She did.
But you saw what Amy Engel can do with the ball. I mean, she can create her own shot with the dribble. She can spot up on the three-point line, hit the three-pointer. She is a good player.
Wow, what a freshman, though. Jennifer Davis.
Oh, no doubt.
Held her own there. Last night, her sister, Jeanette Davis, really played more than she did, and she showed up well. This pair of twins is going to really be a factor for South Greene for a number of years.
But Jeanette did a good job last night on the point, if you'll recall. She played a little bit of point guard when they got in some foul trouble for guard position.
There's Jennifer Davis. 49-44, South Greene leads. No backcourt violation. Amy Engel. Redmond had fall down. There's Engel in the lane. Shots off, no good. Backed up by Edwards, no good. Battle for the rebound. Edwards, jump ball. The alternate possession arrow points to South Greene's end of the court. So they get the ball back with 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go in the basketball game.
Steve, one thing that may come in to be a factor in this game is Unicoi County has spent 3 of their timeouts. So they only have one more opportunity to stop the clock.
There's Starnes on the post. And as she caught it and turned to go up strong, Edwards from the weak side came over and fouled her. So she'll send Susan Starnes, the sophomore 5'11" post, to the line. 1 minute, 52 seconds to go. South Greene leads 49-44.
For Chassie Edwards, that was her 4th foul.
Starnes comes up short on her first free throw.
Remember the three-point shooting in Unicoi, though. They're down now by 5. This free throw would put them down by 6, and we know what they can do with the three-point line.
Starnes gets the roll on the second. All the way up court somehow. Bailey got ahead of the crowd. She pulls up, takes the shot. It's good. 50-46 now. 1:44 to go. Starnes gets it into Redmond. Steal. No, Redmond gets it back. Trying to get it back. Goes out of bounds off of Redmond.
Steve, I'm a little surprised that Joy Ingram is not checked back in with her ability to hit the three. I don't think she was injured, was she?
I don't believe so. Chastity Edwards gets the lob pass inbounds, and there's Tanya White at three-point range. Whistle. Foul called, I believe it's going to be on Jennifer Davis on the post. She was trying to hold off Chastity Edwards, and that's exactly what she did. She held her. And so she'll send Edwards to the line with 1 minute, 28 seconds to go, trailing 46-50. Unicoi County trails South Greene. Just as you mentioned Ingram, Bill, Coach Fisher must have heard you because he sent Joy Ingram into the game. Coach Larry Ricker wants to take a timeout, perhaps to set his strategy for the last 128, certainly to make Chastity Edwards think about the free throws and the importance of them in this basketball game.
Unicoi County now has an opportunity to cut it to 2. They may elect to play the good hard defense for a while before electing to foul and put South Greene to the line. Both teams now are in the bonus.
Well, if you're Unicoi County, depending on how Edwards does at the free throw line, if she hits both, there's still plenty of time left, and there's no need to panic. If she misses, they're in a 2-possession game, and they're going to have to think about, at the very least, gambling. And if they do gamble and come up with a steal, then they're okay. If they don't, then they need to gamble and commit the foul so that they will have the ability to stop the clock.
From a standpoint of who would you foul from Unicoi County, you do have the freshman, Jennifer Davis, in the line in the game.
You mean for South Greene?
If Unicoi County has to foul South Greene.
If Unicoi County has to foul, right.
Yes. Jennifer Davis is a freshman. A lot of times you go with the more inexperienced player and try to get them to be in the pressure situation.
Starnes, the sophomore, just missed 1 of 2, or if you want to look at it from the positive standpoint, made 1 of 2 a moment ago.
It all starts right here, though. They've got to convert on their own free throw.
Bible and Redmond are the senior guards. And she misses, but there for the rebound. It's up no good. Engel gets it back no good, and there's a whistle and a foul again on Jennifer Davis, I think. That time, though, Unicoi County missed the free throw. Able on the backside to get the ball and keep it alive was Jennifer Bailey, and she's a senior, and she's going to play her heart out this last minute, 25 seconds. Then Amy Engel got the rebound off her miss and put it up, and the freshman Davis committed the foul. Engel is at the line, and she makes that free throw to make it 50-47. Unicoi County pulls to within 2, 50-48. Engel almost came up with the steal there. The pass is away to Bible. Could have been a backcourt violation, but I believe the ball was bouncing in the backcourt, so presence had not been established in the front court.
It was very close to backcourt. I think the official did the right thing and did not make the call unless he was absolutely positive.
Sometimes you'll see a less experienced official anticipate a call and wind up calling something that doesn't happen, but they basically allowed the flow of the game to go on. Bible will go to the line, and the senior hits the free throw to give her team, the South Greene Lady Rebels, a 51-48 lead.
Amy's had a good tournament. She's given some good solid foreplay. She's averaged double figures for both the other two tournament games, and that gives her double figures again tonight.
52-48, South Greene over Unicoi County. We're approaching the 1 minute mark. We're at 107.
Again, remember, Unicoi has the one timeout.
There's Ingram at three-point range. They're probably not going to leave her alone there. There she shoots it, though. Shot is off the mark, no good. Brandy Redmond, the senior guard, gets it, clears it over to Bible. 54 seconds.
Nice
Pass down low to Smelser. The shot is up, and it's blocked. Shot was blocked by Engel, but she did foul Smelser with the body. Here's the setup. South Greene leads 52-48, 49 and 5/10 seconds to go in the basketball game. The South Greene fans are standing in anticipation of their third state title. Smelser nails the free throw. That was solid.
Again, even if she makes this free throw, they're up by 6. We've chronicled the ability of Unicoi County to hit the three-point shot. And she does hit it. They're now up by 6.
49 seconds and counting. Racing into front court is Bailey.
Bailey can shoot the three-point shot. Ingram
She's
can shoot
free.
the three-point shot. Engel can shoot the three-point shot.
Looking for Engel. There she is, top of the key. There's the three, off no good. Battle for the rebound. Davis gets it, throws it in, and it goes off of Unicoi County's Bailey, out of bounds. Good hustle by the freshman, Starnes.
The key now for South Greene is to get the ball in bounds.
32.4 seconds. They do to Smelser, and she is fouled immediately by Amy Engel, I believe. If so, that's her 4th.
And she's fouled Dawn Smelser, and that's not who you want to foul. We just saw Dawn go to the line and calmly connect on 2.
When you're down by 6 and only 30.3 seconds are left, you don't have a lot of options. You almost have to foul just about anybody. And, of course, South Greene wants to bring their good free throw shooters to the ball. Smelser missed it. Unicoi County has life, getting it away. There's Amy Engel, 25 seconds. She'll probably shoot a 3. There's White with the 3. Shots up and no good off the rim. Bible screens out and lets it go out of bounds. 17.5 seconds. South Greene is that far away from the Class AA 1991 Girls State Championship for Tennessee Secondary Schools Athletic Association basketball. Long pass. Brandy Redmond chasing it in front court. The clock starts. Pass in the post to Smelser.
Instead, they've called an intentional foul on that particular play.
With the foul, I believe that's going to be Chastity Edwards. The intentional foul situation is that the offended player shoots 2 free throws, and then her team will get the ball back on the side. And so, in essence, it's very similar to a technical foul. It's in some ways more damaging than a technical foul because it also counts as a personal foul.
In this case, that was the 5th foul on Chastity Edwards, so she'll be disqualified for the remaining 15 seconds of this game.
Back into the game is that freshman Angie Wilcox. She did a good job in her stint in the first half. Going to the line is Dawn Smelser, the junior. She eyes the mark and hits the first, 55-48, 15.4 seconds to go in the basketball game. Second shot is good. It looks like that South Greene is going to take the gold ball back to Greene County. They'll trigger in under their own bucket instead of on the side. Reach-in foul there on Bailey. 1 second has elapsed on the clock, 14.4 seconds. I believe Bible will go to the line. Jennifer Bailey picks up her second foul. That, of course, is of very little consequence at this point. Unicoi County wants to take timeout. Coach Glenn Fisher sends into the game for Unicoi County number 30, senior Wendy Bannister. Interesting there that they would take a timeout in a seemingly hopeless situation. South Greene at the free throw line, shooting 1-1, leading 56-48, and what might he be talking about there?
Well, I really don't know. I think I would have saved the timeout. Right now, it's still a two-possession game. If Amy Bible misses the free throws, you need that timeout to stop the clock after you hit your own three. He's possibly calling the girls over to remind them who they are. Keep your cool. We're one of the top two teams in this state. Let's not lose our cool here in the last 14 seconds. Possibility. If Amy Bible can hit one of these free throws, that's going to seal the fate, I believe, of Unicoi County.
The senior Bible steps to the line. 5'4" point guard. Hits the first.
Now a three-possession game, and I don't believe there's enough time on the clock now for Unicoi County to get back in this.
Actually a four-possession game now, 58-48. Even with the threes, they would have to make 4 of them. 7, 6, 5. South Greene. There's your ball game. South Greene wins the 1991 Girls Class AA State Championship 58-48 over district rival Unicoi County.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we invite your attention to the center of our playing floor for the presentation of awards for Class AA. The first award to be presented is the Gil Gideon Miss Basketball Award. The TSSAA and American General Life and Accident Insurance Company present each year the award to the top player in each classification as selected by the girls basketball coaches in the state of Tennessee. Mr. Marshall Taylor of American General Life and Accident is with us to make the presentation. And your Class AA Miss Basketball in 1991 is Amy Brown, a senior from Livingston Academy. Amy averaged over 19 points per game this year and has scored over 2,000 points during her career. This is a school scoring record. She was a vital member of last year's Livingston Academy team, which won the 1990 Class AA State Championship. She led her team to an undefeated regular season this year and a trip to the semifinals last night. She's a 3-time All-District, 3-time All-Region, and selected the most valuable player of the 1990 state tournament. Let's congratulate Amy Brown, Miss Basketball Class AA. Presentation of other awards will be made by members of the TSSAA Board of Control and Legislative Council. Presentation of the Cheerleading Sportsmanship Award is made to the cheerleading squad that has demonstrated outstanding sportsmanship and leadership. This year's Class AA winners are the cheerleaders from Unicoi County. And now we make the presentation of the coach's plaque to the coach of this year's runner-up team, Coach Glenn Fisher of Unicoi County. And now the presentation of the trophy to the runner-up team in 1991 Class AA, the Lady Blue Devils of Unicoi County High School. A coach's plaque is also presented to the winning coach of the 1991 state champions, Coach Larry Ricker of South Greene. The first place trophy, symbolic of the state of Tennessee Championship, Class AA, the Lady Rebels of South Greene. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the members of the all-tournament team and the most valuable player as selected by members of the press and radio. In Class AA, from Livingston, Marla Shell. From Bolivar Central, Sonia Morrow. From South Greene, Amy Bible. From Meigs County, Rachel Howell. From Unicoi County, Chastity Edwards. From Gibson County, Anna Richardson. From South Greene, Jody Reeves. From Livingston, Amy Brown. From South Greene, Susan Starnes. And a member of the all-tournament team and selected as your 1991 Class AA most valuable player from Unicoi County, Amy Engel. Ladies and gentlemen, the best of Class AA basketball. Let's give all these young ladies another nice round of applause.
For Video Sports, I'm Steve Lusk. Along with Billy Ringgold, we've been happy to bring you this Class AA State Championship game. The all-tournament team has been named. Amy Engel of Unicoi County was named the MVP. Leading the way for South Greene this evening was Dawn Smelser with 18 points, and South Greene takes the Class AA State Championship by a score of 58-48. We've been happy to bring you this broadcast from Video Sports.